Hello, good day. I will now show you the process of the creating the NAND gates logic circuit with the SOP. So first is we are going to excuse me. We are going to utilize some NOT gates. There we go. Touch that so that we'd have an input of 0 when we attach wires here, and we'd have an input of 1 since the NOT gate just inverts the input. So now we are going to get our NAND gates um, um, and change it so that we'd have 3 inputs. So here, going to copy, put 4 because we have um, mhm, 4 pieces of the SOP given. So now, for the first, we are going to have an input for A and then input for B. And we will have an input of 0 for C, and that leaves us with an input of 1, with an output of 1, I mean. Next, let me move the whole circuit above. Next is we are going to have an input of B again and an input of C. But we will have an input of 0 for port A. Next, we will have um, an input of 0 for A and C. So we will just connect these wires, and then we will have an input of 1 for B. So they all result to having an output of 1. And lastly, we are going to have an input of 0 for A and B. So this is for A, and this line is for B. And the output for C is 1. Oops, 1. And it will have an output of 1 as well. So now we are going to get another NAND gate, and this is for our final output with 4 inputs. So we will have 4 inputs here. We are going to connect the wires as such. There we go. And then the output, we are going to have an output right here. I'm just checking if my face cam is not showing in OBS. So there you go. This is the logic circuit for the NAND gate. Alright, hello everybody. I will be showing you the process on how I made the NOR circuit, uh, uh, the NOR logic circuit. This is an edited version of my first circuit, since the first circuit that I made was a mistake, so I will be editing the video. So first, we are going to lay out our wires like so. So with our pins, create such wires. Then we put NOT gates, NOT gates. Then we are going to select our NOR gates, have an input of 3, copy and paste so that it will make it easier for us. Okay, lastly, or not last, not gate. So now we will connect our wires as so. So we will be having the all right. So let's first, we will be having a connection here. Oops. Let's move this down a bit so that it's easier for us. So we will have an input of 1 for our pin A and an input of 1 for our pin B and an input of 1 for our pin C, which will provide the output of 0, which will provide the output of 0. So next, we will be having another input of 1. Oops. There we go. We will be having another input of 1 in the second NOR gate, and then input of 0 for our second NOR gate. So we will have this. There you go. And an input of 1 for our third pin in the second NOR gate. Next, we will be having an input of 1 in pin A in our third NOR gate, and we will have an input of 0 for both B and C. So we will connect this here, and then we will create our wires like so. There we go. Now we connect it. There we go. Lastly, we will have an input of 0 for all our pins. Which will have an input of 0 as well. Output of 1, I mean. So now, our circuit is finished. And there you have it. Here is the NOR gate. NOR circuit, I mean.